From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Herbert to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete. When we talk about this Jets defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Hampton. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Klein. It's caught. Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Klein. And he completes it to Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Klein. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
At the 43-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
8 yards on the pick.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Ramsey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Klein. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Here's Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this tackle has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Cougar 19. Power 70.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Klein. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Cowboys.
They'll look to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. It's Herbert. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 17-7 is our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got McConkey. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1.
Ready.
A run once more with Hampton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. In motion right, Campbell. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Count, 59, 59. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Again, it's Hampton. But he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Jets, first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Jets 31, Chargers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to... Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
38, Chargers 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That's to Amarian Hampton out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert changing things up. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive. Klein. He's into space past the 25. And down to the 16-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tag. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Operating from the gun. Klein. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But throwing with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets continue to pull away here this first half. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 45, Chargers 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Off the bootleg. Klein taking in left side. It's Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Klein. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to Arian Smith. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 41-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Give to Hall running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10.
Set.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He gets this to Hampton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
12. Set. Go.
Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Ramsey. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Second down and 8.
Crowd right. Bowling troops right. 5-9.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Chargers 24. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, really with I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. A give running right is Hall. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Ball again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a give to Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant accomplishment to be able to pass that number. Somewhere Warren is saying, but what if they added my Canada yardage?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Klein. And he completes it to Cohen. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He finds Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Paul want to give up the middle. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Paul again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets continue to pull it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable to where their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Herbert. Yeah, to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
First down, Los Angeles.
59. Set. Home the troops right. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Kappa.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Alert! Alert! Go! Check go!
They go again with Wade. Down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Jones picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now Wade. Calling 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.